Hello everyone, my name is Logan and welcome back to the lecture hall. I know it's been a while since I've made a video. I graduated from college, I moved to a different state, I kind of did a bunch of stuff with my life outside of YouTube, so now I'm here. And today we're asking the question, why the function does the quadratic formula work? Because we can't say fuck on YouTube. And so I would just like to thank Dr. Luke Smith for showing me this in one of his ring theory office hours when I took his class in June of 2021, or it could have been May, who knows. So we're wondering, how do we go from ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0? How do we get our quadratic formula of x is equal to negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all over 2a? So that's what we're doing today. So we begin with our original, or our typical quadratic equation, ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0, and we want to solve for x. So how do we begin? Well, the easiest step, subtract c, subtract c. Okay, cool. Then we have ax squared plus bx is equal to negative c. Well then, we should just divide by a. Divide by a, get rid of a. You could have done that, these two steps you could have swapped. So then we get x squared plus bx over a is equal to negative c over a. So next we have x squared plus b over ax, and we're like, okay, that's almost, something, we want to be able to factor it, and we have the property, we know that x plus y squared is equal to x squared plus 2xy plus y squared. So with that, we know, okay, we want to get it in this form because it'll make it easy to square root, but we only have this, so we have to do a thing called completing the square, and we have to add something such that it'll make this 2xy plus y squared true. So what we're going to add to both sides is b squared over a squared over 4. And it's like, where do we come up with that? And we add that to both sides, b squared over 4a squared. And the reason we do this is because this would complete our square. We would then, if we just have this, this would be b over a, right? So our y would be equal to b over 2a, and then if we were to multiply it out, it works. So we're left with x squared plus b over a x plus b squared over 4a squared is equal to negative c over a plus b squared over 4a squared. And now we're like, okay, that's kind of, we're starting to get close. My hat. So now we can do two things. We have to adjust this side and adjust this side. Well, we can square root this, right? Because this will just get converted to that. So we're going to come up here, and now we have just x plus b over 2a squared. This quadratic is equivalent to this one, and we say this is equal to negative c over a plus b squared over 4a squared. And now we want to combine these two fractions, and how do we combine? Well, we multiply, we want this to be of the form 4a squared over here, and we can just add them together. So we're just going to multiply this fraction by 4a and 4a, and so what we are left off with now is x plus b over 2a squared is equal to b squared plus 4ac, my apologies, it is minus 4ac all over 4a squared. So we're like, okay, cool. Now this looks similar to what we want to end up with, and as I said, what we do, we square root. We square root both sides, we square root, we square root. What do we end up with? Well, we end up with x plus b over 2a is equal to b squared minus 4ac square root over the square root of 4a squared, which we all know is just 2a. And now all we have to do is subtract. Ooh, quick note, we're not completely done. We have to do this plus or minus here, and this is because we're taking the square root. Whenever we take a square root of something for here, we have to do plus or minus because negative numbers multiplied by one, negative numbers squared are positive, as we all know. So now we just subtract b over 2a, subtract b over 2a, and we get that x is equal to negative b over 2a plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac over 2a, which is exactly what our quadratic formula tells us. So hopefully you like this video better than just a lecture video. I'm going to do a lot more of these where I do proofs, or, well, simple proofs. This was a simple algebra proof. I might do some logic stuff. Please write in the comments whatever you would like to see next, or if you have a challenge problem for me. Yeah, so, thanks for watching, everyone. My name was Logan. Have a great day.